This is essentially a no-name brand monitor. I got off Amazon. It is from the brand is called WGK. This is the WGK 15.6-inch portable monitor. 1080p Full HD travel display, HDMI/USB-C compatible with laptops, desktops, blah, 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 blah. So I got this off of Amazon. It was on sale for $40. It still is on sale for $40 if you have Amazon Prime. And this is what I bought because either this could be a good deal or complete crap. But it does say it's Amazon's choice, has over 1,300 reviews and rated 4.4. So I figure I'll give this a try. I mean, it was only $40. On the surface, $40 for a monitor is really an excellent deal, especially if you're someone who, travels. This is good for traveling. If you need a cheap second display to go along with your laptop, that's really what this is for. Or if you're someone who just doesn't need a monitor that often, but just in case for the rare times you need one, that's what this is for. So this is the box. So again, that's the brand WGK. That's the model, and it tells you there. It says it's a 15.6-inch 1080p IPS, ultra slim, multiple connections, and it tells you what's in the box there. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll get to the unboxing portion. So let's go ahead and cut along here. I mean, if you look at the front here, this is giving me Apple vibes with the sort of colorful vibes this is giving off. All right, here we go. Tear off this plastic. It's a very lightweight box. Like, this box weighs almost nothing, so I don't know if that's a bad sign or not. Alright, upon opening the box, you got a nice little sheet of styrofoam to protect it, and then you got a quick start guide. So it does have a 3.5mm headphone jack, power button, control your brightness and stuff. Then it actually tells you, this is pretty cool. If your laptop supports USB-C 3.1, you can output audio and video, or Thunderbolt with USB-C interface. You can connect the monitor of your laptop via one cable. So that's probably the most nice thing with this monitor is that you don't need external power. You just plug in a USB-C cable, and your laptop will provide power to the monitor and as well as provide the image. So that's pretty cool. And then if you don't have Type-C, as you can see, you can use the HDMI cable and another cable for power. And you can also use this with game consoles, so not bad. And then let's see what it says on the back. It gives some specifications. I'm not going to read through all of this. Only uses 6 watts. Color gamut is 72% of the sRGB, which is not bad, but not great. So you're probably not going to be using this for photo editing and whatnot. I think that really this is more so meant for someone who works at a business and they just need a cheap second display to go along with their work laptop, or say you have a small laptop, like say this 11-inch laptop, and you just want a bigger screen without getting a bigger laptop. Well, there you go. So underneath here, we got our cables. This here is a USB-C, USB-C, and that's for power and video. And then we also have HDMI, or rather, full-size HDMI to mini HDMI, and that is for video. So if your laptop, really for a laptop that doesn't have a USB-C cable or USB-C port, what you're supposed to do is use this HDMI cable for the laptop, and then use a standard USB-C to USB-A cable to provide power. But if your laptop has USB-C ports, you can just use one cable for everything, which is very, very convenient. Now, I will say that there is a reason why this is so cheap. But first, there's your manual. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll pull this out. All right, so there we go. Plastic has been removed, and we'll take a look here at the monitor. This is very lightweight. I mean, I'm holding it with one hand. There is almost no weight to this. As you can see, it does have a matte display, so that's nice. You have slim bezels on 3 sides and a thicker bezel at the bottom. Then you have your controls here, headphone jack, and I believe these are volume and probably brightness controls. And then looking at the back of the display, this is for evasive mount. So if you actually wanted to, you could mount this and use this as like an actual like permanent display. But otherwise, you get this little kickstand. There we go. You do get this little plastic kickstand. It is very stiff, although I do wonder how well this is going to hold up over time. And you can kind of just lay the monitor in a variety of positions. Let me just bring this over here to my desk. So you can have it like this, fully reclined, or supposing have it more like this, and let's see if it holds. And yeah, there we go. It does hold. So not bad. Now, one reason why this is cheap is because there is no carrying case. So the monitor just comes like this. The slightly more expensive portable monitors will come with a folio case rather than a kickstand. So that folio will be essentially a kickstand and, you know, being a folio case, it's a built-in case with a cover over the display. This doesn't have it. So if you are going to transport this with you, you will have to get something protective, like a protective sleeve or something to put this in if you don't want to damage it. So that is one downside. Now, that won't apply for me because I'm probably going to keep this within my my room here in my apartment, but that is something to keep in mind. When you get a $40 monitor, you are going to have compromises, and that is a big one. This display does look really good. When I turn off my light here, this looks really good. I would say this looks pretty color accurate. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, I have to say. It has a nice matte finish. Now, granted, it is a 15-inch display, so it's not that big. I mean, for comparison, I have a 19.5-inch monitor, so... but yeah, this isn't bad. I kind of like this. And I mean, quite honestly, you could probably not even use the monitor stand. If you have like a strong enough, like a phone mount, like... I wonder if you could kind of mount it in something like this. Let's see. It might be a little too small for this, but let's see. Oh my god. Wow. Look at that. So you can actually just use, if you have a nice, decent quality phone mount, you can just put the display in your phone mount and boom, you have a legitimate display. I'm actually really impressed by it. Now, let's see. Let's see what do these buttons do. So, okay, so that switches with your type. Let's see what this one is. Okay, let's see if I can figure out these controls. Alright, so let's turn down the brightness. So we figured out the brightness. Okay. Okay, there we go. So there's our settings. So we got the brightness, we got contrast, sharpness. So it might take some time to figure out these controls, but it's not bad. I mean, on the whole, it works, and this actually looks nice. Now, does this have built-in speakers? I forget if it does or doesn't. Let's see. I mean, as you can see, the screen looks pretty good, I have to say. So let's open YouTube, and let's play some royalty-free music. So let's see if we can find some. Let's see. Alright, alright, let's see. What should we play here? Sure, we'll do some synthwave, why not? Let me just confirm that this is in fact coming from the display. So, we got... I mean, yeah, okay, so it is coming from the display. So this is from my laptop. And this is coming from the display. Okay. I think you can tell which one sounds better. Display, laptop. Display. So yeah, your laptop speakers are better. So don't use the speakers on the monitor. Your laptop speakers are way better. Unless you have really bad laptop speakers. So audio, I mean, it's nice it has it. It's not good, but at least it has it. Let's open up, let's see how well text looks. Let's open up, I don't know, let's go to AOL. Why not? Let's go old school. Let's open up AOL here. And it looks, the text, it looks a bit small. I might have to adjust the aspect ratio because everything looks really small. But that being said, it is nice and sharp. So, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it does work as intended. And it's very cool that this does work off a single USB-C cable. And as far as I can tell, it's decently color accurate. I wouldn't do photo editing on this, but I think for watching movies or stuff like that, I think this is more than acceptable. The brightness is good. I have to say, I'm actually really impressed. I think this is for $40. This is actually a really good buy, and I can see why it's very popular on Amazon. So thanks for watching.